Hello everybody, welcome back to Critics News with more update on as it take the go. As it they happen now, they say no be smart, say that the country is shaking on one leg. One leg now, you don't dey shake for the country. They say that the middle belt people have openly come out to confess that they are no longer interested in this contraption called Nigeria, where they are putting all our heads in one basket and it is paining everybody inside. So some people want to depart and go their separate ways so that they can manage themselves. Not this one so-called unity that they are forcing everybody to belong and they are using it to buy us and kill our destinies. They say that it can no longer work. Middle belt. 68th independence. Middle belt minorities demand secession from northern Nigeria and others. Na be the thing, no be long, no be small story, long story now carry come so. But I go cut and short, no time to waste time. And secondly, those of you wey dey fly Emirates, look at the story here. Emirates resumed Dubai-Lagos flight after 2-year break. Una dey see am so. Emirates Airlines, they are back after 2 years, so you can fly Emirates and go where you are going to see am. And this man here, what do they call Femi Fani-Kayode, Mr. Anywhere Belle Face, it don't react to because Israel and Iran are quantaring now. Remember that Israel gave woto to Hamas. After Hamas, they are giving it now to Hezbollah. So after showing Hezbollah pepper and burning most of their weapons depot, Iran, who is their sponsor, have to come out from their shells and fired up to 200 missiles in Israel. And a lot of them were intercepted and a lot of them landed and destroyed some things and by some people too. So, you know that Femi Fani-Kayode was supporting Israel at first. Then later, I don't know what happened, whether money changed hands. Because they support what do you call it? They support Palestine, they support Hezbollah, they support Iran. So it don't come out. He say Israeli finally got what they wanted. Fani-Kayode react as Iran fires missiles. I say, see this one. You don't know anything. Iran stayed in their country and fired missiles. Why they no use one of their fighter jets and come to Israel to fire something serious? But Israel go carry fighter jet, enter Iran now, go drop something. And you know Israel now, they know they play. They'll just go to that their nuclear reactor now, where they don't build now, where they say it remain 1 year plus now for them to activate it. They'll now go and spoil it. Then Iran now will be weeping to start all over again. Something they have spent billions, I mean billions of pounds and dollars and euros to build to that very extent. People like Femi Fani-Kayode cannot advise them and tell them to at least sheath their swords so that they can at least use the money to feed their families, develop their countries. No, they are using the money to dig hole like rabbit in the name of tunnels. Anyways, let's quickly go straight and find out what the middle belt. Now, as Nigeria celebrates her 64th Independence Day, October 1st, the Middle Belt minorities, popularly refers to as North Central, which is they call the Northern minorities, have openly called for secession from the North as well as other regions of the country. The minorities under the auspices of the Coalition of Indigenous Middle Belt Ethnic Organizations, SIMBO, made the declaration in a press conference in Kaduna on Monday, on the eve of the 64th Independence Day of the country, Nigeria. An elaborate text presented by chairman of the coalition, Mr. Timothy B. Gandu, declared that we do not want to be north, west, east, or south of Nigeria. We demand to be properly situated and known as Middle Belt. We are a majority in our minority, and we demand that the 2014 National Conference report be activated. Our indigenous ethnic groups are tired of the mischief of being referred to as minorities of the North. The chairman also disclosed that coalition joyfully welcomed and joined the call for a full constitution to be written for Nigeria by all Nigerians calling for President Bola Tinubu to ensure true democracy thrived as pro-democracy activists. We reject and do not subscribe to the idea of the formula of zonal representatives or selection by government for participation in the Constituent Assembly for drafting of a new constitution. We prefer referendum by all groups. Okay, we have shed enough innocent blood in 2 decades in Nigeria since it started. The Nigerian indigenous minority also advised President Tinubu to kindly open the door for true democracy to thrive in Nigeria, release the Nigerian public into true democracy through the creation of state and writing of a new constitution. Mr. President, with your pedigree as a former Nadeko chieftain and pro-democracy campaigner in Nigeria, you are now in power and effectively the face of Nigeria's democracy. Please open the door for true democracy to thrive in Nigeria. Release the Nigerian public into the true democracy through the creation of state and writing of new constitution. We are all creations from one God. With full equity, Muslim and Christian, Yoruba, TV, Igbo, Ijo, Atiap, Baju, Ham, Idoma, Hausa, or any other ethnic stock, make the 64th independence anniversary of Nigeria to be a turning point in the country's history. Create the conditions for Nigeria to be in word and deed a peaceful and prosperous nation where no man is oppressed, he added. Can Nigeria's politicians survive without oppression? They cannot survive. So Middle Belt is asking for the referendum, you know. Mr. President, on behalf of the 400 indigenous ethnic nationalities that are in the Middle Belt, with the estimated population of over 40 million, we urge you to brave the storm and give this country a new lease of life from the stronghold of a few who have held this nation to ransom. So it is not a story again. Everybody is tired of Nigeria. Nobody is happy in this Nigeria. Everybody is tired. The only people who are not tired are some of those brainwashed Alamajiris and our politicians who are looting because of the failure of the constitution and the government of this country. These are the people who will never allow you to go. They will never allow you to have referendum. They will never allow you to break free from Nigeria. Sometimes I feel it can only come by force. Let me know your opinion. But first, let's go to Edo State and find out what's going on. Our new governor, Kwebolo, we say they're going to put inside wheelbarrow the pusher. Oshiomole, congratulations, Governor Oshiomole. You are now the godfather of Edo State. Well, wristwatch and cup of tea. Now waiting some people they talk. Say the man don't become godfather.
Whether commercial right, economic right, or political right.
You did go to court, and that's why I want to ask you if you see any room here for history to repeat itself, with Aswe Godalo disputing the elections, going to court, and possibly emerging as the governor of Edo State if history does repeat itself. What are your thoughts on that?
My thought about what? Excuse me?
History repeating itself. Like you said, you went to the courts, you disputed elections, and you emerged victorious when you did it. Do you see any possible case here where Aswe Godalo goes to court and the exact same thing happens that happened to you in Edo State?
With all due respect, that's an unhelpful question.
Why is that?
Because if you want to trace this thing, wait, you can't pick and choose. In 2020, people took Obaseki to court, believing that he rigged the election in collaboration with some element in INEC and in APC. And the court returned Obaseki as victorious. We left it. We questioned his certificate. The court said no, his certificate was in order. So, is it the first time that somebody goes to... You quote the one in which I won. There are many more cases in which those who went to court lost.
Of course, that's a possibility
So that's
too.
why
That's a possibility
logic,
too.
Wait, when you ask me to predict what the court might find, with all due respect, that's an unhelpful question.
So what is it
If
to
I should
you
be
then?
subjudice. Because you
No,
allow
that's
the
not
court to do their work.
That's not sub judice.
Yeah.
That's not sub judice. What is it to you then, Senator, that makes
Well,
your
maybe-
candidate...
no.
Can I finish asking? That makes your candidate the right person for the job. I mean, people have been concerned that he doesn't really even do TV interviews. I think he did one with the BBC. What do you think makes Okpebholo the right man for this job?
Your question is still academic question.
How?
Because only Edo people can decide. Now, listen, only the voters in Edo State, and not you, can decide which kind of person they want as a governor. If they prefer even a deaf person, who are you, with all due respect, to sit in Lagos and say, no, Edo people are wrong? Are you so privileged to do in a democracy? In democracy is an equalizer. Now you describe him as a mechanic, you describe him as this.
Who described him as a mechanic?
No, you have to listen. Allow me to answer this question. Allow me to give you this example. The president of Brazil today, Lula, he was a panel beater. He rose to become the head of of panel beater unions.
All right.
And then to become the president of the Brazilian trade unions. From there, he became the president of Brazil.
But who described him as a mechanic?
Defeated professors, defeated doctors, etc. Now, Obaseki and his wife did.
Okay, so don't say you,
And you
sir.
also- you also
No,
implied
don't say
that.
you.
And
I'm
now you are
asking
saying,
you.
excuse
I'm
me.
asking you what you think makes him the right person for this job. And all I did was point out that it's been noticed that he also does not necessarily do television interviews, except for one that's been noted with the BBC. I don't really see what's so wrong in that. I'm asking you to promote the candidate that you've supported. What makes him right for the job?
Now, you are being unfair and you are demonizing Edo voters by that question.
How?
You arrogate yourself the power to decide. It is the electorate and it's a secret ballot. Do you understand the logic behind the idea of secret ballot?
All right.
That you vote as you want and nobody, not a television host, not a policeman can question you. Why did you vote for this person rather than this person?
All
That
right.
is the beauty of democracy.
All right.
Which you don't seem to understand.
All right, Mr.
For you,
Oshiomole.
it's about fluency, it's about motivational speaking.
Okay.
No.
All right. Senator Oshiomole.
If it's that easy, the way you talk, your eloquence, excuse
No
me,
problem.
your eloquence on television should be enough for you to be the governor of your state.
No problem. You said I want to run for office. I mean, I'm just asking a question. I don't see why you're getting so defensive about that, but that's okay, Senator. We can move on.
That question is so helpful. You can't ask me after an election.
All right, Senator Oshiomole.
You can go to Edo and interview the voters. Why do they prefer this man to this man?
All right,
Because
let me
for
see.
you, the criteria for being elected.
All right, let's see how we can get ahead here. Now, you have rightly said that he should not be judged, or Okpebholo should not be judged on the basis of his inability to communicate in fluent English.
I said you cannot judge him.
Right.
It's only
No,
Edo
you have
people
said
can
it.
make that decision.
Yeah.
And when they have made it, you can't. You are not at liberty to question their choice.
Absolutely.
When you ask
We're
me,
not
is
questioning
that the
their
best
choice
quality?
now. We're not questioning their
The
choice
campaigns-
now.
the
May I
campaigns are
speak?
over.
May I speak? May I speak? You said that he's campaigned in his language,
Yes,
and
ma'am.
it worked, right? You said he's campaigned in his language and his work. But now that the campaign is over, can he communicate to television viewers, whom you've rightly said are not important to win the elections? That's the actual question. Are you sure that he can? Because you have said that we make that mistake, assume that anyone who doesn't appear before us are not, important. He has won using his language. Now, can he communicate to television viewers now? Because it's not Edo people he's talking to now. He will have to speak with the whole of Nigeria and perhaps foreign investors.
Listen, this is the point I'm making. This is exactly the point I'm making. That he should communicate with television viewers.
Correct, he has
Are
to.
television viewers more important? Excuse me. The television viewers, are they to decide for Edo voters?
No, I just said that
I
the
didn't
campaign
decide
is
for
over.
you.
No, the campaign is over. The
Listen.
campaign is over. He has won the election, as you have said. He has
Yes.
won the election. I believe the question,
You are
many
able to
Nigerians
certify.
are... No, the campaign is over.
Excuse me.
The campaign is over.
No, you twisted.
Senator.
You twisted one fact. I did
What
not
is the
say.
fact?
No, listen, madam. You twisted one fact.
Yeah.
I will let you to go.
Go ahead.
When you are analyzing, we watch. Even when you are fatally wrong, we watch.
Go ahead.
I said the campaign in his native language. I didn't say so.
I'm sorry?
I didn't say he used his native language to campaign.
Okay.
I said at no time.
Okay.
Did I say, and if I did, play it back.
Okay,
At
whatever
no time
language
did I
you used.
said
Whatever
that he
language you
campaigned.
used.
Allow me to finish.
Okay.
No.
Go ahead.
Why do you interrupt?
No problem. Go ahead. Go ahead, sir.
It is not true. I did not say he campaigned in his native language.
We have accepted that
Edo
fact.
has 3 main ethnic groups. Okay, allow me to finish.
Wahala day. Is it not the same Oshiomole that said that he campaigned in his native language and it worked? Nigeria politicians, una we don say hello now, and they greet una. Osho, like say na you dey the man back, sha. So this is what Wike is looking for. He's looking for who he will put inside wheelbarrow and be pushing the person around inside River State. So when they push this guy Fubara inside the wheelbarrow, that one jumped out and said, "Never. I'm not going to sit in this wheelbarrow and be pushed around." I think they cause fight for River State. Wahala today. Godfatherism has killed this country. APC wants to hijack Nigeria. Everybody open their eyes. So we'll go another news. I beg, I no fish out.